Hello guys, BorisT here, welcome back to this new video. The video you are about to see is the third and last video of the Swedish trip. This series of video wouldn't have been possible without our sponsors. So before I let you get into the video, I'm gonna send you to sponsor Boris.
Oh, hey, he sent you over to me again, didn't he? That guy will be lost without me. So, has it ever happened to you that you land in a new country and badly needed an internet connection, but there wasn't Wi-Fi spot in sight? Yeah, happens to me too. That actually happens many times until I discovered the sponsor of today's video, Saily. So what is Saily, you might ask? Saily is a digital SIM card, an eSIM that works without needing to put anything physical into your phone. No more swapping SIM cards, no more fumbling with tiny trays or weird paper clips. With Saily, you just download the app, choose a data plan, and boom! You're connected. No weird kiosks, no SIM card scams. Finally something that just works. You know, you may decide to head to Sweden, like I did recently. Your internet is covered. You wanna play a gig in France, like I did? Covered. You wanna go to Japan because you want to see Baby Metal play in their hometown? You're also covered. And you know which is the best part? The Saily offers regional and global plans. So if you're hopping between countries, you don't need to switch anything. It's all handled in one app. Plus, it blocks ads, saves mobile data, and has a built-in privacy features. That means basically that it's a little digital bodyguard in your pocket. Oh, and if you ever run into any problems during your trip, they have a 24/7 support. So you can always be sure they'll save your butt. But what if your phone isn't eSIM compatible? You don't have to worry because they will refund you until the last cents. So if you're curious to try it, here's the best part. You can get an exclusive 15% off discount of any Saily data plan with code BorisT at checkout. You can download the Saily app or just click the link down below. You will find it in the description and in the comment section. So, try it for yourself and finally stop struggling to get internet during your trips. With that said, thanks to Saily for sponsoring this video, and now let's back to it.
And here we are back in time to Stockholm, where thanks to a guy that we met in the comic store, we found out about this metal exhibition called Total Metal, that celebrates the history of Swedish death metal, but not only, since, as we can see, there will be also black metal and, surprisingly, some unexpected stuff. At the entrance we are greeted with a short movie made by Jonas Åkerlund. Most of you will remember him being the first drummer of Bathory and the director of Lord of Chaos, but also many music videos out there. On the right we have a little description of the exhibition. You can stop the video and read it for yourself if you want. And one of the first things that we will see is this jacket from a band called Heavy Load, which is considered to be the first Swedish heavy metal band. A little bit further we find a wall with some of the best Swedish metal album cover. You can spot Vatane, At the Gates, Sacramentum, Vampire, which is one of my favorite Swedish death metal bands, and more iconic bands like Dissection, Dismember, Bathory, Entombed, Hypocrisy, and so on. Okay, there's too many and I can't name them all. We have then some nice old school pictures of some of the most famous Swedish musicians in their younger ages. Then, as you can see from my face, probably my favorite part of the entire exhibition. A classic 80s, early 90s Metalhead bedroom. It just reminded me mine, with just more vinyls and less CDs, but the horror and band posters, it was all there. Especially the pants and socks on the ground, something that, well, didn't really change through the years. A quick description of how death metal born, and just on the left we have some stage stuff from some of the most famous Swedish metal bands. As I told you before, there were some surprises, and one of these is seeing Ghost and Sabaton stuff close to the Amon Amarth and Vatane stage stuff, expanding the exhibition not only to extreme metal, but also to the more commercial side of the Swedish metal. Or maybe they just wanted to flex the fact that they have two of some of the most notorious metal bands out there right now. Who knows? Nonetheless, a great add to the exhibition. Here we have some old school zine from the time, and let me tell you, I miss the metal zine so much. I used to wait every single month to get the new number of Metal Hammer, Rock Hard, Metal Maniac and so on, to read all the interviews and reviews of new bands, and today we can get the same thing thanks to internet, but it just doesn't feel the same. I found this part here really cool, a lot of letters from the time, with guys of different bands writing to each other. It must have been a totally different vibe and atmosphere, I guess, back then, compared to now where you can simply send a message through the internet. And I love the fact that some of these letters has draws that make it look really cool. Here you can see a replica of a store of the time, with the owner of the time called the Norwegian girlfriend. attempting to sell you Where No Lives Dwell, the debut album of Unleashed. Jokes aside, as I know, House of Kick Records was an important part in the 90s Swedish metal scene. This was also really cool, an entire room where you can enter and check inside. This was a replica of our rehearsal space here in Stockholm. I'm not sure if any of the instruments there were of some bands, but I think probably yes. In the last part of the exhibition before the grand finale, we have some stage clothes from different bands, and the first one is from Hammerfall. And I was wondering, like, isn't kinda uncomfy to play with all this stuff on? But then, nothing compared to what comes next. Second stage clothes is from the band Heavy Load that we have seen at the beginning of this video. And the third thing, it's actually not clothes but the inverted cross used by Marduk in the early band photos. Then we have the Amorph actor clothes for the stage fights. And at the end, the thing that impressed me always, the Niflheim stage clothes. Clothes that always make me wonder how the hell he don't hit himself while he play. In the last section we have this cool action figure of Dead. This and the other stuff that you can see there are all gifts that the family always find on his grave. And regarding the animal bones that you can see here, I forgot to film the description, but if I remember correct, some stuff are from Dark Funeral and the other should be from Vatane, but I'm not sure 100%. We have a section totally dedicated to Bathory. finish, one of my favorite things that we have also seen in the Norwegian exhibition, and it's the mixing console, where you can listen to different song mix and you can isolate the vocals, the guitar and so on. So guys, this is all for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about it, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers!
Satan.